Good morning. Good morning, friends. Let me know if you are here and can hear me, see me, all the things. Wait a minute. Give everybody a moment to get on. Good morning and happy Saturday. Let me know if you're here. I've got some fun stuff planned this morning. So, good morning. Good morning. I am just going to give everybody a minute to come on. Let me know you're here. Give me a heart or a thumbs up or whatever you're supposed to do. Thank you, T. Good morning, my love. How are you? All right. So I'm going to start talking a little bit. I am here this morning to do the June card challenge. I'm going to show you guys the sketch. It is in the album in Scrapbooking Layouts and More, my little scrapbook store, Scrapbooking Layouts and More. Hi, Chris. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning. So this is June's sketch. There we go. So it's a grid sketch, very basic. And I want to remind everybody of something, all of my card making friends out there. This sketch is, I want you to look at this as a suggestion, right? Oh, boo, T, you're at work. Yuck. I'm still waking up, if I'm being honest. The dog kept us up all night, so I'm a little bit groggy. So this morning I'm going to be the groggy card maker. Hi, Catherine. How are you? So anyway, I just want to remind everybody that the card sketch is a suggestion. And I say this all the time. If I do a sketch of a purple butterfly and it inspires you to make an orange triangle, then that's good enough for me. It's just merely a prompt to help you create something. But if you're ever looking at a sketch and you're like, I have no idea what I'm going to do, then just do whatever feels good. And I'm going to use this as an example. Just give me 1 second because I want to show you guys something. So my coworker Chris, he's Owlry. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a day. Owlry. I can use my words. The Owlry Creations. So Chris was doing the card sketch, and I guess the grid, he's like, well, do I have to use this grid because it's not working? So I want to show you guys this beautiful card that he made me. So this is what he created when he looked at this. And I'm sorry, Chris, I don't mean to call you out, but I'm using you as an example. And this is exactly what I am talking about. This inspired this, and I mean, wow, right? Hi, Dee. Good morning. So this card was done with all Altenew projects. It's absolutely stunning. I'm sure the camera does not do it justice because all of these pieces were ink blended. Nothing was colored cardstock. It was all ink blended. So point being that it's beautiful, beautiful card. So if the card sketch inspires you to make something that looks nothing like the card sketch, that's okay, because the point is you made something, and that's what it's all about. That's what we want to inspire. So hooray. Okay, so today I am using this Lawn Fawn set. This is Little Wooden Library. There's a lot going on here. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I did want to say, I talked to Michelle this week. She said it's on waitlist, but you can go on waitlist and she can probably get more. So if you decide that you want this, don't be put off that it says waitlist, because she said she can get more Lawn Fawn. So this is a whole set here. We've got stamps, dies, and stencils. And this is the big thing that I want to talk about because I feel like, oh, that's an upside down. That's okay. A lot of people shy away from anything that needs to be colored because there are some people that like to make cards, like to stamp, but don't like to color or think that they're not great at coloring. So I wanted to show you guys this because it's very cool. There's stencils so that you don't have to color. So we're going to talk about that today. So, and I'm going to show you like two different techniques. So we'll get into it. So I already went ahead and I stamped all of the pieces just because I knew there was a lot going on this morning. So I wanted to save some time. Oh, also before I forget, I have not announced card sketch winners in a couple of months because I have forgotten and I apologize for that. So after the live today, I will pick the winners for the last couple of months and I'll make a post. So look out for that a little later on. And I apologize for that. This past year's been a big transition year for me. But things are going amazing and it's all good stuff. So onward and upward. Okay. So these stencils are pretty fabulous. They have to be, well, I mean, I guess most stencils are, but lasered. So first of all, they're numbered. I have them out of order. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh yeah, you can. Right up there, little wooden library, 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4, right? Okay. So let's start with this little, what is this called? The little library thing, right? And I got to tell you guys, I love this because this is something that I see a lot up in Sussex County. I see these public little share book things often. So I thought this was really cute. And we do live in a pretty woodsy area. So you will see all the different parts here. And at first, like when you first look at it, it looks overwhelming and confusing, but don't be overwhelmed or confused because everything fits so nicely and they give you a lot of grace with this. So it's like your lines stamp thick enough that when you put the stencil over it, like you don't have to nail it perfectly. Like it's good, right? Okay, so we're going to do two different things. First of all, the first one I'm going to take that. And you can see my stencil is right over the top of the library and the bottom of the library. That's the first, and that's what we're calling it. We're calling it the library. I don't know what it's called. So you can see right there, it fits right over it. I'm just going to put a piece of tape down to hold it. I'm going to use 49 and Market inks. I like these inks when I'm doing smaller areas because 49 and Market inks are felt pad. So you don't get a ton of ink on there, which I like because we're doing such small areas. If I was doing a blended background where I needed a lot more ink, then I would go to either my Catherine Pooler or Simon Hurley because those are foam pads. And I've noticed that when you use a foam pad, you get a lot more ink on your blending brush, dauber, whatever you're using. I used it once. Nice to see it. Used it again. Awesome. I just got this with my last order. And so far, like I've had a lot of fun. I've made 2 cards already with it. And the first 2 rounds that I did, I had a lot of extras. So, that's good. All right. I think we're going to go with salted caramel. So I'm going to put this on. I have my little mini things, which work pretty well with this. So I am just going to blend right in there. And then I'm going to go down here. Okay, just get my rag. Going to wipe off my extra ink. And voila, right? Easy peasy. Now, if you want to level up, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So this is perfectly fine. And this is great because if you don't like to color, you don't have to color. Boom, you're done. If you're a crafter overachiever and you want to level up. I picked this up online, saw this on a video, a lawn fawn video. So I am going to pull out some Copics. I'm going to just take a very, very light brown that kind of coordinates. So let's look here. I think I am going to, let's go with E33. Now, no blending. So if you have any kind of markers, you can do this with any kind of markers for a level up. It does not have to be Copics. So all you're going to do is take a lighter color than whatever ink you're going to use. So obviously this is E34, but again, does not have to be Copics. If you have any other kind of marker, just color with a light color. I'm not doing any kind of blending. I am literally just filling in with marker. So whatever you have, if you have Ohuhus, if you have a set from $1 or Five Below, whatever it's called, good enough. Okay, so now all I did was light color. I'm gonna put my stencil over this. Now my ink blending becomes more of a shading situation than a fill like it was here. So now I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to do a little bit here. I'm going to do a little bit up at the top and maybe a little bit on the edges. So now we just have a little bit more depth and dimension, but both are equally fabulous. Am I right? It just depends on your personal preference, how much you want to put into it, how much or how little time you want to put into it. You know, and then there is, of course, always the option to just color these. You don't have to ink blend them all. So, you know, it's versatile, which I like. I like when I have options depending on my mood. So I'm going to talk about a few different things. So like I did the worms. The worms are tiny. It kind of felt, I don't know, it was like stenciling it. I feel like those little teeny tiny worms, probably easier to just color. But you know, again, personal preference. All right, so let's finish working on the little library. I do have a lot of pieces colored and blended, so I'm not going to bore you guys by coloring every single one of these today. Okay, so now we can do this. And let's see, what color do I want to do? I think I'm going to get the daffodil. This daffodil is like a nice, almost creamy yellow. Ah, no worries, Amy. Okay. Okay, so this one, I'm going to go around the edges. And I'm going to do the on the other side with the marker just to show you a little difference. Okay, so then over here, I'm just going to pick a light yellow. I'm not even looking at my Copic chart. I just picked Y00. So now I'm going to fill in the whole thing. And then we'll put this back over. And now I'm going to do a little blending. So when you do it that way, you just get a little extra dimension. And again, you know, it's your preference. If you don't want to be bothered coloring, then you don't need to. You could just blend away. Okay. So there's that. And then this is so cool. I love how it breaks this down. So this is to do that little door. I'm going to go in with the brown. And see here, this is something too. It's like such a small spot. It's, to me, there's no reason to like waste time coloring it. So even on this one, I am just going to stencil. Hi, Mom. The craziest thing happened at Dunkin'. Oh. And Amy says it's giving her ideas to use it again. I love that. Okay. That is my son hijacking my live because who knows what happened at Dunkin'. My husband took the kids to go to my daughter's softball game. And, oh boy, he thinks his account got hacked. Oh, goodness. Amy is saying hi, Lucas. Okay, so then we go here, and this is the little, the handle on the little door, and then it has all of the little books. Like, so cute, right? I love this. What color for the handle? Let's see. And again, I mean, this is something that maybe you just want to color it real quick instead of blending it because, I don't know, that's what you want to do. I'm going to make this book blue. So, yeah, I agree, Amy. Just another option, you know. I like that. I just like that you have different options depending on your preference and what you want to do. So I'm going to make this book blue. I think I'm just going to do, you know what? I'm going to do yellow on the handle. And then I'm going to put a little salted caramel on there. And then we have our blue book. And then I'm going to do the same on the other one. And there is a reason why I'm doing two. I mean, other than to show you the difference of coloring and blending, I do have 2 cards prepped and cut to finish off today. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going over this with salted caramel. Okay. And now I am just going to fill in our books. So they're all on here. You see them in the houses. This is another one. This one's like crazy. Look at this. So this masks off the books so that you can fill in the background behind the books. No idea what color to use there. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I know what we'll use. We'll use Fossil. Okay. I do want to point out something about these mini daubers. If any of you are using these, when you pull them off your Velcro, stick your nail or your finger underneath and be careful to pull this with it. I have found if I just like yank this off, this piece is coming off some of mine. So just a word to the wise. Okay, so Fossil is like a grayish brown. So I'm just going to do a light fill for the background of the books. We'll do the same thing on this one. So tell me in the comments if you love to color, hate to color, prefer blending, love stencils, hate stencils. I'm just curious to see what everybody's preferences are when it comes to stuff like this. Oh, Joanne, no worries. Okay, so I'm just going to work on the books now. We have the book that is tipped over like that. I'm going to use Strawberry Pie. Now, you'll notice I'm not even dipping this on my ink pad. It is such a small spot that I don't need to. There's enough ink left on my dauber from before that I'm not even reloading it with ink. Joanne says she loves to do all those things. Chris, I know you love to blend. Oh my God, Chris is blending. Like, seriously? Look at this background. I know. I'm sorry I keep showing this card, but I'm super impressed with this. this one is going right up on my windowsill so I can stare at it when I'm crafting. Okay, Amy says, I like to color with Crayola crayons, and that doesn't translate well to cards. So I douse colored pencils. Oh, so I do use colored pencils, but I enjoy the stencils. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because lately I've been like playing with colored pencils. I have Prismacolors, and I was just coloring in a coloring book the other day with them. Okay, so next one I'm grabbing is green. Oh my gosh, I need more of these. I don't know how that is possible, but I need more handles. Okay, so that one's green. I'm going to slide this one under there. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. This is small. Like the Lawn Fawn stuff is small. And there is some pieces on here that I will never mess with. Case in point, do you see that? I mean, I don't know. Here's a pencil for like size reference. Do you see how tiny that is? This little thing. Oh, sorry. That little book. And there's like stencils. No, it's not going to happen. I have sausage link fingers. I won't mess with those teeny tiny things. Catherine says she needs more practice with coloring. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, this is why this is great, because if you don't want to color, this just makes it super easy. Okay, where are my other? Oh, also, just so you know, there's not a separate thing for everyone because some of them are the same. So like this one right here, or is it this one? Like you use them for more than one, if that makes sense. So there's not a separate stencil spot for every single book. Oh, wait, I lied. It's over here. My bad. I lied to y'all. Here we go. All right, two things. Lack of sleep and lack of coffee right now. None of those are working in my favor. Let's see. We'll do, how about tranquil waters? Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. I yanked this off, and my black felt is coming off of that. T. Come on, T. You know how we do. No holds barred. You get what you get. We're real. Life happens. You know, at some point, a dog is going to start barking. I'm going to say something stupid. It happens. Whatever. My son's going to hop on and tell me he got hacked at Dunkin'. Oh, wait, that actually did happen. Okay. Tranquil Waters is one of my favorite colors. I love that color. All right. And then for the last one, all right, we got blue, red. Oh, I know. We'll do the orange. This one is called Sunrise. Sunrise. And I like this because it's not like an obnoxious orange. It's like a woodsy orange. I use this on the fox. Okay. So there we go. There's our library. Now I have a lot, like I said, I have a lot of pieces done, but I'm just going to go do a few of them so I can make 2 cards. The grass is definitely something I want to do. I like the little piece of grass. I think it's cute. Okay, so put that there. Let me get my tape. That's what make lives fun. Oh no, did he get hacked recently? T, you know, you never know with this kid. Who knows? I don't know. I saw something where like I got an email that his email account was deleted. I don't know. It's, you know, it's operator error probably. So I'm sure I'll get the story later. He is feeling better. Thank you for asking. He needs to see a neurologist. He's getting migraines. But, we got all the things checked out to make sure it was nothing with his shunt or the tubing from his shunt or any of that. And all of that was clear. And who doesn't love a little fun hospital stay? Because, the food is awesome. Kidding. You know what? Let's color this one first just to see a difference. So I am going to do, let's just do G00. It's just a light green. So anybody that came on a little bit late, I was just showing the difference between just blending with the stencils to fill in, or coloring and just one light color and then adding a little depth or dimension with the blending. I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm a little extra snarky when I haven't had caffeine. Who knows? I will say I'm like dying for a cup of coffee right now. My husband usually brings it down, but he's not here. My daughter has a softball game right now. Okay, so, I don't know how much of a difference you can see, but again, it's, your choice. Level up how much work you want to do. So this one is just straight ink blending. This one I colored in a light color first and then blended a little bit so you have a gradient. So that's really what I wanted to show you today, that you have options because we all need options. I'm going to do the book stack next because that is something I know that I will use. And I actually think this is pretty cool because it does have all of the parts of the book. So 1, 2, let's see where we are. I think this is number 4 is the book stack. So we'll start up here with the top one. I'm going to do the orange or sunrise. And I am just going straight blending on these because, again, these are so tiny, straight blending. Okay, now it also gives you the cut for the little lines there. Like, how crazy is that? So see, if you've got all your blending brushes out, you don't really need to add much more ink to these. You can just kind of go and get it done pretty quickly. And this is something like I recommend doing more than one at a time because it is something that has a lot of steps. So you might as well do a bunch while you have it out, right? This is Tranquil Waters. Anybody doing anything crafty today? Making crafts, hanging out in the craft room. Let's go with, let's do the yellow. I'm just going to see if I have any more daubers. No. Okay. I think I'm going to order another set because I use these a lot. I'm sure you guys have heard me say this joke. Like, this is the dot. Like, when these came out, I'm like, oh, come on, Tim. Like, give me a break. He's just going to keep coming up with stuff to make more money. And why is this necessary? We already have the other ones. Well, then last year at the Make and Mingle in our swag bags, we got a set of these. And I gave it a shot. And for a card maker, I was like, oh, man. Yup. Tim did it again. He brought something out that I never knew I needed. Catherine has a bridal shower today. Very nice. Catherine, will I see you at Sherry's next crop? Hope so. Okay, and then my last book on the bottom, that one. Okay, I want the book part because there's 2 pieces. There's the part, 2 sections. There's the part for the actual book, and then there's the part for the little things on the side. So I'm going to use strawberry pie. I don't think I've ever had strawberry pie before. And that. Okay, and then it gives you the openings for that. So I think I'm going to do the daffodil because the circle in the middle, that's going to mix because it's going like, it's not separate. So where the strawberry pie is, although I can just not do the middle section. I was going to say I could do it and it will be a different color, but I don't have to. Okay, this one I'm going to ink up a little bit more and see if we can get that. Oh, very nice. I mean, listen, Italy is a pretty okay place to be instead of a crop. I'll accept that, Catherine. Okay, so book stacks. What else? What else? I have some pieces. I'm going to show you guys pieces. Now, these pieces were all colored and blended. So I did some of these the other night. I've got the books. This is the little skunk guy, the worms. The worms are definitely cute. The rabbits. This is the mole, the owl. So I have, does anybody want to see any of these done? I'm going to do the little books because I don't have any of those. I use those on the 2 cards that I made. But if there's like any animal here that you want to see done, let me know because otherwise I'm going to go to putting the cards together. So let me know. But I do want to do these little books. I'm going to do a red one. Let's get a little more ink on here so it gets dark. Okay. And then over here. Guys, when is Father's Day? Does anybody know? Like something just popped up on my phone about a Father's Day sale. I don't even know when it is. Now, there is even the little section of the pages. See how teeny tiny that is? Can you guys see that? June 21st. Thank you, Amy. But it's like so small. I don't, oh, sorry. I want to just leave them white. Okay, so the books. All right, so thank you, June 21st. Okay, so I've got some time. Okay, so if there's none of the other creatures or items on here that anybody wants to see me color, I am going to switch gears, cut some of these bad boys out. I just want to get the inks out of the way. I don't like when my daubers get mixed. Yeah, see that's what I'm talking about right there. This one had pulled off and I put a little bit of adhesive on there. So just be careful when you're, pulling your little guys off. Okay, so this one is Tranquil Waters. I just want to put these away and then we will get to the card making. So I actually, when I was looking through my dies, I found 2 different postage stamp type dies, I guess we will call them. And I'm kind of excited because there's one that I got from Michelle from, I don't know what we call it, AAL and Create or All and Create. I don't know. So it's a big one. Hold on, I'll show you this one. And this is 4x6. So with this one, I'm going to make a 5x7 card. And I'm kind of excited about that because I never make 5x7 cards. And my friend Chris makes 5x7 cards all the time. So I'm going for it. He inspired me. And I know everybody like has their preference. I don't usually go that big because I guess I feel like sometimes I'm afraid I won't fill it or I don't know. or I'm just so used to doing A2 sizes. So this is a very cool die. The only thing I'm going to show you about this die is I had to put, and I mean, this is cool because again, it gives you options. So these pieces, when you cut this out, it doesn't cut these out. It just gives you those score lines, but then these pieces are all separate. So I put them in there to actually cut those spots out. Now the fun part of lining up the dies. Insert sarcastic. Hi, Rara. Okay, so that's one that I'm going to do, and that's going to be on a 5x7. So we'll do that. And then this, and I have to poke these holes through. This is one, this set is pretty cool. I got this from Michelle, and I think, I don't know, I have to check, but I think she had more of these on there. And if I remember correctly, it's very price efficient. So this is something like really to create all these tickets. So as you can see, it doesn't cut out these, excuse me, it doesn't cut out the empty spaces because I guess you're supposed to stamp these, but it has a stencil, which I thought was pretty cool. So if we want to do a little shading, which I think we're going to go ahead and do. I have an idea. Let's give something a shot here. I'm about to get a little crazy, people. Let's see if I can pull this off. All right, I am going to tape this down. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around just for safety. Okay, let's see. So behind in my YouTube knowledge, I just learned that I can watch you on my TV and do the live chat on my phone. Oh, I like that. Oh, Dee says that Father's Day is the day after Sherry's crop. Okay, all right, I'm ready now. That's good, because if I have to make a card, I can do it then. Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm going to get a little crazy. Hold on, I want to grab a stencil. Wow, I'm just like blanking on the alphabet right now because I do store my stencils in alphabetical order by company because I'm a weirdo like that. Probably would be easier if I put them by theme, but you know. Okay, I cannot find the stencil that I am looking for. Did I purposely leave it out? Yeah, I did. I purposely left it out, so it's not even in my stencil bag. And what did I tell you? I knew at some point the dogs were going to start barking. All right, so I stupidly put all my inks away. That's okay. Let's see. Frosty? Should we do Frosty? All right, let's do Frosty. I think the clouds are probably a little bit, well, yeah, I think that's going to look weird because I think they're too big. But I don't know, whatever. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but that's all right. I'm going to fill it in anyway. Whoops, got a lot of ink on that one. We're just having fun. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit down here. Okay. I also just realized that I think these might be too big. I don't know. We'd have to put a lot of pieces in there. But anyway, I'm going to focus on this one right now because this is where my brain is going. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Get the green. Okay. Move it over a little bit. Have fun, Catherine. All right. Good so far. We're layering stencils. It's all good. Ah, that looks pretty cool. What do you guys think about that? Different approach. I like it. Get the ink off my hands. All right, so let's take this off. And we'll cut out some of our little creatures. Huh. Okay. I'm going to get my pokey tool and poke these out. I think probably the only thing I would have liked better is to, instead of it being white, like, I think I would have liked it if there was kind of like a reverse thing. And I mean, I know I could mask it all off and like shade around, but that's okay. I have some thoughts. Maybe we'll outline that, or we can even, I have another idea. All right. The wheels are turning, so we're good. Okay, so let's cut the rest of these guys out. I'm going to abandon this big one right now, and we're going to focus on this. Save that big one for the leftovers. And I just want to clear up a little room so we can do our thing here. So this was my idea here, to like have this and then put the sentiment down here. But I definitely want to put maybe, I don't know, I love the way the plaid paper looks. I'm going to show you guys. Did I show you already? I don't think I showed you the ones that I made already. I think I put one on my, yeah. Okay, so this is the one I actually made this for Chris. And see, I love I think the plaid looked really cute. So I'll probably put some plaid in the background. I think I did post that. No, maybe I didn't. I posted it on my Instagram. I don't remember if I posted it on my little scrapbook store. Okay, so let's cut these pieces out and then let's build something fun. Oh, can't do two at a time because there's only one of each die, so that's not going to work. Find my dies. Okay, so I need my house. I need the book. I need the grass. See that over here. the grass and the stack of books. That one? Yeah. Yeah, okay, seriously, look at there's the acorn die. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. I'm not even going to attempt that one. Not with my chubby little fingers. Well, maybe if I use tweezers, like if I really, really, really feel the need to have a microscopic acorn on my card, I guess I'd use tweezers. I'm going to tell you guys, though, don't wait to see that because it's probably not going to happen. Okay, so I'm taping this down. My grass. I'm gonna rip that because that's gigantic. My grass, my book. See the book, that little book, that's about that's about all I can handle for the tiny die. Oh, the worm snuck out. Okay. We'll run this through. Also, did I talk about these? Because, oh my gosh, if you do die cutting, don't sleep on this. This is like the best thing ever. I ordered 2 of these, and oh my God, these things are the best. So this, I can't remember. T, if you're still here, can you enlighten me or check the website? I can't remember if it comes as a 2-pack or if you just get one, but so this lid has a lip as you like, so you can put things on top, and then it opens up to store your pieces, right? But then they stack. So if this lid was on here, I could stack it, but I wanted to put them in deep. So the lid, I just put it on the bottom, and then I have this one on top with my dies. Like, I love these things. I ordered more because they're fabulous. All right, so there is books. Our little library. I'm just throwing my dies in my metal dish for now. My magnet dish, whatever you want to call it. Here's the chunk of grass. Here's my little book. I'll save this to finish on later. Okay. And let's see what we're going to do with this. I think I'm going to cut out a piece of the plaid. This is just some like 6x6 paper that I had. Like, I keep just a whole bin of 6x6 for when I want pattern backgrounds on on cards. So I have like a bin of 6x6. This is an old Brutus Monroe paper. It was from a breakfast theme set, but I love this plaid on here. I love plaid paper. Okay, so we will do 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we'll put this. And then this. Oops, I got a hole. That's got to be poked out there. Okay. I want to back this on something now. I have an idea. I want a piece of craft paper. That'll look cool. Let me get a piece of brown craft paper. Bear with me for a sec. Yep, that'll do. All right, let me check this size. Okay, so it's going to be 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. I'm just going to trim off the corner because it was bent. All right, so 3 5/8. 3 5/8. Let's see how that looks. Yes, I do. I like that. Okay, cool. And then down here, what are we going to do down here? Well, let me find my stamps. Okay, so I hope your day is... So they're broken up, which is pretty cool. I hope your day is, you are, then there's teacher, literally the best, tops in my book. So you could say, I hope your day is literally the best. You are literally the best. You are tops in my book, or I hope your day is tops in my book. Now that one doesn't really sound good. I think I'm going to do you are literally the best because I like that. Okay, now, are we going to do like a rectangle? What are we going to do with this? What is going on here? I swear, like I pop it out and it just shows up again. Do you see that? Okay. So we're going to put that on there. Let's put these together for now, and we'll go back to our sentiment a little later. How's that sound? For this, I'm going to use liquid adhesive because this paper has like a gloss or a shine to it. I can't wait to see the cards. I'm off to some Little League games. Oh, have fun, Amy. That's where the rest of my family is. Well, softball today. Everybody was super tired, so Lord only knows what's happening. Okay, so there's that. And then this, I'm going to glue this down. And then this I'm going to just raise on a piece of cardboard. So this is a trick I learned a long time ago from one of my scrapbooking friends who used to have like a kit company making page kits. I have some like thin cardboard, and I'm just going to cut it and put it behind this just to give it a little bit of dimension. So it's not quite as much dimension as foam dots, because the foam dots, I'm going to use that for all the little pieces. But this is a thin cardboard, so this will just raise it a little bit. D. What is that case thing? I'm working in the garden and heard the description, so I came to let you know I can't get through one of your lives without buying something. It's Spellbinders. And you know what, guys? Bear with me one sec. I'm going to check on the website real quick because I can't remember if you just get like one case or if it comes like one case and one lid. All I know is I have 2 of them right now, and I ordered 2 more because they're so like convenient, and I like to store my pieces and organize because I'm a weirdo like that. SPEL. I'm just looking it up real quick. Okay. Oh, and it's on low stock. So if anybody wants to get these, I would get them. I mean, I'm sure Michelle can get more. Okay, so you get one tray with a lid, but it's $5.50. So worth it. So like I said, I have 2 of them and I ordered 2 more. So you're getting one tray with the lid. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm all about my dollar store containers, but if I told you how many have cracked and split, so this is well worth the $5.50. It's heavy plastic. You're not going to break this. If I drop this on my vinyl plank floor, it's not going to crack. And, you know, I like that if I wanted to leave this open without a lid while I'm working, I just stack them all up like that. Chris said he loves these. He got some for Christmas. Yeah, I love them. Okay, so I am going to glue my thin cardboard on the back of this because I need to hustle. Oops, what did I do? Oh, God, I didn't cut this good enough. It's sticking up. All right, let me just... Guys, don't do lives uncaffeinated. I do not recommend it. Okay, and then on my cardboard, just so this is raised up a little bit, but not as much as the foam adhesive. So I'm just centering this top side to side so there's the same amount. So that leaves a perfect strip here to put my sentiment. But let's see what kind of scene we're going to build. Now, my thought was originally to stack books up here, but maybe we'll put that right there. That might look cute there. And we can do one of our little worms there. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. One of the things that is really cute on here that probably... Oh, no, it's not on this one. Okay, so there is a small set that goes with this. That is the one that Michelle has in stock. And it's like a book and a butterfly, and then it has all different cute names. So there's little things that fit on the front of the book. Little library, fairy tales, holy moly, what a hoot, find your happy place, I love books, hello bookworm, books are stinking awesome, I'm nuts for books. So there's another small set that goes with this that has books and more titles, and it has like a little butterfly. So I've seen the card on Pinterest where the little butterfly is in the sky. It's, when I say little though, it's like really little, really, really little. All right, so let's see how we're gonna... You put this guy here. I could even put him like right in between like that. Right? It doesn't have to be exact. I don't know. Let's see. See what we got. This guy will probably look cute laying in the grass. Put him there. I want my book stack in here. So, no, that's taking up too much spot. Let's see. Maybe I'll just put a little worm guy here. That's cute. See how the squirrel looks. We'll put him up here. Oh, gosh, I don't know what to use. They're all so cute. You know what? I got an idea. We can move this up. Put the squirrel guy down here. Move him over a little bit. And then this is what I got left. I got the bunnies. I got the owl, the skunk. Maybe we'll try the bunnies for some different colors. Oh, we still have this spot too. I don't like making these tough decisions. We could put him there. He's kind of covering up the whole square, though. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I think it looks too crowded. Hold on. Let's take this guy out. Let's put a book. But if I'm going to put that book, I got to put a title on it. That's got to happen. Okay. What do we think about that? I can switch. I don't know if I love how much the rabbit's ears. So we got the owl can go there, which looks really cute, or the skunk. What do you guys think? Owl or skunk? Skunk. Owl. I think owl. We're going to go with owl. Okay, cool. That's cute. All right, let's get one of those little titles on. So we can put titles on these books. Fairy Tales is so cute. Holy moly, what a hoot. Let's do What a Hoot. And we could do I Love Books or Fairy Tales. We'll do Fairy Tales. All right, so let me get my little teeny. And we're going to do, it's 11 o'clock. I apologize. I'm, nothing new here. I'm always over on time. So if anybody needs to sign off because you have a life, I totally get it. Thank you for joining me if you've been with me up to this point. I'm going to finish this up though, but you don't have to stay and watch. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to do Fairy Tales on that one. Oh, that looks cute. That is a tiny stamp. And then on the front of our red book, we'll do, I don't know. What should we do? Let's do I Love Books. Oh, you know what? We'll do this. We'll put a face on it because why not? I think it needs... You're the worst, Chris! Ha ha! Chris says, I think it needs a little acorn. Honestly, that's probably would be perfect to have a little acorn right there. But do you see how ridiculously tiny that is? I told you I'm not messing with that. I'm going to give the book a smiley face, though. Because why not? Okay, that book would look awesome with a little acorn next to it, I'm not going to lie. But maybe I'll do that off camera because I have a feeling there's probably going to be some cursing involved. Because that's... Even this little face, these are so ridiculous. My fingers are too big to get it off the block. Look at that, I can hardly hold it. So tiny. Chris just wants to see me mess with an acorn and watch me go all Roy Kent on the acorn. Okay, foam dots, my little foam dots. Here we go. So I have a funny art teacher story because everybody knows on every single live, I always complain that if I ever went to HE double hockey sticks, it would be to spend eternity peeling off release papers from the back of foam dots or foam adhesive, because that is literally how much I hate doing it. So for the art show, I had to hang 400 pieces of artwork by putting these adhesive squares on the back of them with release paper. So they were all put on ahead of time. My daughter and one of her friends helped put them on in the classroom. And then when we got over to hanging the art show, me and my husband were there, and I'm like, oh my God, we are going to have to pull off 800 pieces of release paper from the back of these tabs. And when I was telling my daughter, she's like, oh my God, Mom, how much did you die inside? I said, every tab that I had to peel the back off of just chipped away a little piece of my soul. Little by little. Okay, I'm going to put the book a little to the side because I'm leaving a spot right there for that acorn. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the acorn. Not on camera though, because I'm afraid to do that on camera. I might get blocked or banned from YouTube because, sausage link fingers. That thing is like the size of a tick, okay? Literally. I hate to say that because I hate those and they freak me out, but that's like what it reminds me of. Okay. Also, in case anyone cares, the fox, he's my favorite character in this set. I just think he's adorable. Chris, what are you doing? Are you crafting or are you doing homework? I hope you're crafting because you're better at crafting than doing homework. Chris is always doing something else when he's like, I should be doing my grad school work. I wish I could have background music playing while I'm doing this. Something, I don't know. It's so quiet. Release paper, release paper. Okay, I'm going to put this like that. Finished homework, doing an Alta New challenge currently, but going to pause because I have to get ready for work. Boo! Boo work. Boo. That's what I have to say about that. I have to clean my house after this. We got a new stove. Our stove broke and the company replaced it. And I just did this backwards. I needed to have adhesive on the bottom, not the top. So we had to pull the old one out. The new one got delivered. It was like a whole big thing. My kitchen literally looks like a hoarder situation and I can't handle it. So have you ever used mica stain? The sprays? Like, are you seriously asking this? Stop acting like you don't know me. Yeah, dude. I tell you all the time I'm obsessed with my sprays. We literally had that conversation yesterday. Because this is what Chris and I do at work when we're supposed to be like in our prepping for classes, or our CPT, which is our collaborative prep. We talk about crafts. Yeah. Of course, Chris. I have like a whole bunch of them on my racks on the wall. They're not my favorite to use. But I love sprays. So the mica stain is, and a lot of people ask this question, the mica stain and the distress spritz are different in that, hold on, I'm just going to grab a bottle of each. Okay. So there's the distress mica stains are not the distress colors. You know, all of our, I don't know how many colors Tim Holtz has in the distress line. I don't know, in the, regular inks and the oxides. So the distress mica stains, they're different colors. They're not the ones of the inks. And these are the liquid and the mica are colored in here. So you see that down there. So the liquid you're spraying and the mica are colored. The distress spritz are in all of the colors of the distress line, and only the mica powder in it is stained, is the color, and it's in a clear liquid. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but that's the difference of the two. So the distress spritz is more for like layering over ink blends or solid sprays or what have you. This is going to come out, the distressed mica stains are going to come out a lot deeper and darker because you have pigment in the liquid itself and in the powder. So hopefully that makes sense. But have fun with that and send me pictures. Okay, so this is mostly finished. I have to do a sentiment on the bottom, but it's 10 after 11 and we all have lives to get to. So I'm going to end here. I'm going to finish the card offline and then I will definitely post pictures. Remember, if you want to get those spellbinder trays, to grab them. Oh my God, excuse me. And if you have any interest in the Lawn Fawn Little Woodland Library collection, I think it's currently on waitlist, but Michelle said feel free to go on waitlist and she'll order more. Now, I am just checking because I don't know what the schedule is. I don't know. I think that sometimes Jessica goes live on Sundays. Let me take a quick peek so I don't give you guys incorrect information. I'm just going to look at the calendar and see what we got going on here. I don't even know what the date is. It's June 6th. Oh, Amy. Amy is live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Oh, that's cool. All right, sweet. So tune into Amy tomorrow night. I will finish this up and post pictures. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. That's all I got for you. So again, I'll post this when I'm done. Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.